So I've got some code here that's just asking for the age from the user, and I'm converting it into an integer, and then I'm just going to print that out onto the screen with their years old, and then followed by the age. Let's just try this. See, that works. Great. So most times when users are typing in the information, they'll get it right, and we're confident. But there will be times when the user might misread it, or they might not understand, or they might put in the wrong thing. So let's just say they wrote their name here instead of their age as an integer. We then get this value error where Python is trying to convert this string PETE into an integer, and it's telling us we get this literal error, this invalid literal for integer on the word Pete there. And that's frustrating because the user, they've typed the wrong thing, and it's not our fault as programmers, but actually we need to be handling these kind of errors, and we need to be coding defensively, that is to kind of try and think beforehand what are the mistakes that the user might make, and try and cater for all of those possible mistakes. So we might get this, we might see some value errors, you might see some other errors along the way. We've seen a couple of them already, like syntax errors and things like that. So what we can use is the try keyword. What it's going to do is, and I'm just going to indent all this. No, I'm not going to indent this. I want to print this out. So we can try to do this, and it will try to run this line of code. Let me indent this. Okay, got a syntax head. I see. Right. So what we're missing here is we're missing the except line. So we're going to try to do this. But last time we got the value error, so I'm going to say except value error, and it is important that we type in the keywords. Type in with the capital letters, and I'm just going to print a warning to the user that they need to please use a number, for example. Yeah, so it's going to print that out, and then if there's anything, in fact, let's run this and just see. So now 45. It didn't print it out because this is indented under the value error. So let's try that again. Good, it works. Okay, so let's try running this again. This time I'm going to write a string in there, and it's going to give me this. It's going to say please use a number, and then we get this problem with this not working because nothing has been assigned to the age variable here. It's not worked. So we've got the prompt for the user to tell them to do this properly. Let's actually add this in as an else. Okay. Let's add that in as an else, and let's just test that. Good, that works. Now let's try with a string. It's good. So it's saying it's not going to run this line of code now. Because it's ran this, it's saying please use a number. But I want to reprompt the user to actually be able to type in their age as an integer. So we're going to use an infinite loop. So I'm going to type in at the top here while true, and then I'm going to I'm going to indent all of this. So let's just test this out. So now if I write cat, please use number. Good, it's prompting again. So let me just test it out. Good, please use number 45. It's printing out the years old, but it's not breaking out of this while true, this infinite loop. So what I can do is I could break out of it. So let's try that in a couple of places. Let's try breaking out here. I'm actually going to get rid of this else loop. I'm going to tidy it up because this should happen outside of this while true loop now. So age 45 years old. Good. So that works, and it broke out of the loop. So that's fine. That works. So let's try this again. Cat. Please use a number. Okay, dog. Good. So it keeps looping. So I can type anything in here that's not an integer, and then when this is successfully been tried and it works, then we break out of the loop. But this accept value error will keep looping around until we don't get the value error anymore, and then it will come back to here to break out, and then it's going to print this out for us here. So that's a way that we can use try and accept to try and code defensively, as it were, to think about what it is that the mistakes the user might make, and to try and mitigate any problems that might happen with that. We've got while true, the infinite loop, and then inside that we're going to try to run this line of code, and if that's successful, then we're going to break out, and that's fine. We don't even need to worry about this. But if we're not, then we're going to print out an error message to the user, and we're going to loop back around and keep doing it until we get the correct answer, or the thing that we're looking for.